as a people, as a country, turned our back against the Lord. We got wealthy, we got, living good, and we really didn't, it seemed like we really didn't need him so much anymore. Okay, so I think that has a lot to do with it. Not that wealth or anything is bad, but it's what you do with that, how you live your life with that responsibility. But there was this KGB agent, which is like our CIA agent. He was in Russia, and he was talking about, he defected actually, 1970 I think it was, defected to the United States, and he was disillusioned with the communist way of doing things. So he come here, and he lived the American life, and he said he loved it. He said, but what he saw was unbelievable. Now, he has all kinds of information of what the plan for the plan of communists wanting to take over the United States. And he said in 1980, this is 10 years later, he said that the way to destroy a country like the United States is not with bombs and all and that kind of thing. The technology of the United States, the way they are, that'd be very hard to do, almost impossible to do. Okay, but he said the way to do it was to demoralize the country. You have to demoralize the country first. You have to take the people down and demoralize the people. Okay, and he said, him knowing the people in the Kremlin and all this, and that what they was amazed at, and this is 1980. He said what they was amazed about is how fast it worked. It was working. How fast and how thorough it was working. And he said, this guy's name is Yuri. Well, it's a Russian last name, but it's Yuri. And he says that the amazement of how complete, and by 1980, he said it was basically completed. The demoralization of America was basically completed. Okay, and he said in the way that it was done, it was, through what they call, they infiltrated known establishments, successful establishments like the churches first. Churches, the preachers, and that. To get into that and to water down the gospel. So it was churches, schools, universities, and so on, but places like that, that they, unions, anything that was established, they would get into, and they would demoralize it. They would bring it down, okay? And in one of the many ways, that they were doing this thing, especially movies and television, because you can get the young minds. He says, you get the young minds. Give us your K through 12. We get your K through 12, we succeed.